Mr. Jallo, when we mention illegal migration, youth doing everything possible. I know illegal migration is a bit wide because even entering in another man's country without proper documents can also be classified under illegal migration because you are illegally entering somebody else's country. I mean, but today our main focus is going to be on the Mediterranean Sea, which is being a major issue as long as African, not just Gambian, but African youths are concerned. But when illegal migration, commonly known as the back way, is mentioned to you, like what comes to your mind?
Yeah, as I always said, I always, looking at it on the dangerous aspect of it. Whenever somebody mentions illegal migration, especially thinking of using the back way, like the youths will call it the back way, and I will always think about the dangers that it entails, because at the end of the day, if you looked at what you're about to embark on, it is really, really, really a journey of no return.
Absolutely.
Your chances of coming back or your chances of reaching are very, very slim.
Absolutely.
So whenever I heard about it, and somebody said illegal migration, my heart will jump, and then I'll be like so scared because of the crazy impact.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is something else. And then, okay, I mean, illegal migration is youths, parking their bags and venture into this deadly journey. But now we asked ourselves, what is the actual reason why the youths want to embark on this journey? Is it the societal perception, or is it the notion that we have in the society that, like, is the problem at homes? Because we've seen, people in our various homes will be like, if you don't go to Europe, it means that you are nothing else. If you do not travel, you are nothing else. Is this one of the contributing factors that is forcing the youths to sacrifice themselves in this Mediterranean Sea?
Yeah, for me, I think that the society have a major role to play in this. Because looking at the society, that's why we are different from the Western world, because they are very concerned with how they shut up their society.
Absolutely.
They even went to an extent that they have therapists everywhere. Okay, but places like Africa, we are not blessed with such facilities. Okay, we cannot go out and talk to people, speak out what we're feeling. We rather lock up ourselves and then start to fight that internal pain that we cannot fight. Sometimes when you have pain, you need to go out and talk to people rather than just keeping it in you.
Absolutely.
So that is where the society comes into play.
Yeah.
Because if you look at it, for example, if I am working and then you have the myth that if I don't travel abroad, I'm not going to make it, then definitely you are setting me up for attacks.
Absolutely.
Now you're telling me, okay, you've already as a brother or as a mother or as a father or as an uncle, okay, or as an aunt or any other person, looked at me and said, yo, take all of that.
Absolutely.
That wall of word means a lot.
Yeah.
And if it is said to certain people who have, very strong self-esteem, they will rather kill themselves.
Yeah, honestly.
So with that word, certain people will not take a back stand.
Yeah.
They will venture into the journey at all cost, knowing that they only have 1% chance of surviving. But they will still go ahead with it. So I believe the mentality around the society, it has a major role to play in this. In our homes is one, in our ghettos is two, in our schools, in our bantabas, everywhere that we have gatherings, we need to make these people feel loved. We need to make everybody feel loved and feel part of it, other than just isolating them or classifying them that they are nothing because they have not traveled abroad.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Recently we've seen in Senegal there is a boat that capsized. May all the lost souls rest in perfect peace. Sometimes I tend to ask myself and those around me that, do we think that like parents prefer the youth or their children to die than staying at home unemployed?
Well, for parents, if we're looking at mother's level, or father's level, the love of a father and the love of a mother is very, very big.
Absolutely.
And admirable. So to them, they would rather have their child, rich or poor.
Yeah.
The parents does not care about the child being rich or poor.
Yeah.
Okay. What the parent care about is the child having a good moral. Okay. Now, looking at it now, some people even take the journey without even communicating to their family members.
Yeah,
Some
absolutely.
will go halfway and then later communicate with their family members. just a recent scenario that happened recently. Two young boys of whom I know very, very well, and they are very close to me.
Wow.
Okay, I just went for a morning exercise, my daily morning routine, and then on my way back, I was with their brother. And he told me, and then, boy, your guys are gone. I said, where? He said, I was shocked. I kept 50,000 on my closet, and then all of a sudden when I came, I saw the closet was open. I was shocked.
Wow.
So I didn't see them around for 1 week, 2 weeks. But even with that closet being open, I didn't check.
Wow.
So, but after 1 week, 2 weeks, I didn't see these kids. I said, let me go and check the money. And when I went, I didn't see the money. I didn't see the kids.
Wow.
Then after 3 weeks, they called. And they were like, bro, we are all the way in Mali. You either send us money to continue the journey or you let us die here.
No.
So sometimes the family members will not even get to realize what is happening unless it is late.
Absolutely. These are things that have been, impacting on the lives of many young people. I mean, like you've mentioned something very, very, very important. Most of them will just get up and embark on the journey even without, their parent or family members realizing. So this is something you should be very careful about. Even if you are embarking on the journey, though there won't be any parent that I believe, any conscious parent that will advise their children to embark on this deadly journey, knowing the level of risk that awaits you there. But I have seen also certain parents that I was an eyewitness to a parent that gave his child the money to embark on the journey. How do you see parents like that?
Yeah, because sometimes it's frustration, bro. Like I always said, imagine, okay, now paying let's just say now you want to travel and you went to the embassy. You paid all the necessary payment.
Yeah.
Okay? Let's say you register to the school over there and did everything, to all the payment. And then you send in your application and later received a reply that, you have not met this economic status of your country. Does not show enough backing that you will come back after spending all that amount of money.
Absolutely.
So it is discouraging, and that money will never be refunded back to you. So in a nutshell, some parents have no option.
Yeah.
Okay, and then secondly, you have also some agents, who are just scamming people.
Yeah.
Okay, going around and telling people I can do this. They don't have their offices. They don't have base.
Yeah.
I don't say they don't have it. Probably they might have a link or two before or prior, but now it is normal with them.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you still prefer to use that channel to make cheap money.
Yeah.
So before I waste on an agent 200,000, I'd rather spend it on a child, to go on the parkway for $100,000. But in a nutshell, somebody also can use that 100,000, invest wisely, plant wisely, and that 100,000 will yield you millions of dollars.
Absolutely, absolutely. That was actually the point I wanted to raise. Sometimes knowing that if your child embark on this deadly journey, you'll pay nothing less than 100,000. It could be even more than that, and in most cases, it used to be more than that. So, if the child is truly conscious, if the main objective of the child is to go out there and make money and make sure that he helps the family and the parents as well. If you have that 100,000 to give to the child to embark on this risky journey, why not give it to the child and advise the child to start up something that can definitely bring in an amount of money that sometime when you want to travel, you won't face any difficulty.
Yeah, like I always said, the mentality within the society, it's very, very dull. Yeah. Because we've already believed that if I don't travel, I ain't gonna make it.
Yeah.
That's what we believe in. That's the mindset we have.
Absolutely.
And until and unless we clear that mindset out of the minds of our youths or out of the mind of we the youths, we will continue to pursue this, Mediterranean with all the deadly activities that we've seen on TV and even eyewitness. Some cases happened right before us.
Absolutely.
Okay. Like I am this person that always like to associate with people that do this. There is this guy at Morocco. She's a woman, an agent, she's a lady. So I collected her number and I start exchanging, audios, and then just to question and ask her, I want to embark on this journey. So what are some of the things that we should do? He said, okay, first of all, you have to try and come to Morocco. But with your Gambian passport, it cannot bring you to Morocco. So you have to go to Senegal. I will make them prepare a clearance for you, in which that clearance I have to pay nothing less than $24,000.
Wow.
Do the math and listen to the amounts, to the sums I'm going to mention. She said that clearance that I can use to get to Morocco, it's going to cost me nothing less than $24,000. Okay, good. Said after reaching Morocco, there will be hideout where she will put me. So I was acting so interested. So this hideout, she will put me there for the time being until there is a boat set to depart. Okay, and then when the boat is set to depart, I pay nothing less than $100,000. So if I pay the $100,000, then I will be allocated a boat and I will take off.
Wow.
So there are two things here. Pay $100,000 without a guarantee that you will reach or you will not reach.
Absolutely.
That is one. Paying $24,000 for an insurance.
Insurance.
Or for a clearance,
Definitely.
just to enable you to get to Morocco. That is $124,000 without any percent of assurance. Guarantee that you will reach or you will not reach.
It's really sad and hilarious.
The lady was like, if you come now, it's around December, it's in the cold season. Navigating, it's easier now than when the hot season comes.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, so what I will do, I'll just make some arrangements and I'll get back to you.
Wow.
Why do I do it? I just wanted to know, you know, what does this whole traveling entail?
Entails, yeah.
Because sometimes you cannot just go out there and start talking about it when actually you don't know how it entails.
Absolutely.
And for me, what happened, why I interact in so many things, because I have first-hand information about all these things.
Wow. Great.
I have somebody who used the Mediterranean Sea, who swore an oath
Yeah.
that he will never allow me to use it, and any day I use it, he will cost me to death.
Wow.
So you remember that person must have used it,
Yeah.
and then the experience he have.
Yeah. It couldn't have been worse.
Good.
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine. Yeah, when you go and you reach there, when you come back, it is always beautiful.
Yeah.
And I always also used to blame these guys that are there. You know, when they come back here, the notion they build around our head.
Yeah. It's another contributing factor,
They
honestly.
will tell you, even if it is nothing, just being in Europe is something else. We understand that. The culture is different.
Yeah.
You know, the life, expands or existence.
Yeah.
Everything is different.
Economic wise,
You know, economic-wise, it's different. But for once, have you at least sat down with him and tell him the negative effects or the negative impacts? No.
Absolutely.
Or you go on your social media platform, posting pictures, you know, when actually, I've seen somebody who does that.
Wow.
He was in the camp, but when he have time to go out, he will just go take pictures, send people. Boy, we are chilling, we are doing this, we are outside, we are doing this. When actually we are in the camp.
Yeah, in the camp.
So you're
Absolutely.
motivating people to their death.
Yeah.
And as much as the country is hard, we all know that.
Yeah.
Okay? But this happened after the pandemic. That doesn't warrant us to just risk our life.
Nice,
like
yeah,
that.
like that.
We all have bright futures ahead of us. There is nobody that God does destined something for.
Yeah.
We are all destined for something. You know, but venturing into this issue, I believe the amount of money, you know, can be used. Because looking at those boys that I told you, from here to Mali, or from here to Tunis, it took them $45,000 each.
Wow.
So 45 plus 45, 42.
42. Oh, that's 82.
42 of them.
42 of them. Each paid
Yeah,
45.
45.
Wow.
$45,000 is each just to get to Tunisia.
Wow.
And now you're paying nothing again less than 80,000 from Tunis to Italy, the boat.
They have already exhausted the 90,000 and now they are with. No. I mean,
So you see.
it's something.
So it's just crazy. So imagine what you have done that with a taxi. If you have bought a taxi,
Yeah.
even it's a scrap, but if at least you buy it for $75,000,
Yeah.
use another $25,000 to maintenance it.
Yeah.
And by the end of the day, it will be brand new.
Yeah.
You know. But anyway, I also used to say the society is not helping.
Yeah.
Some parents are not helping. And equally,
Yeah.
I don't like pointing fingers at a government.
Yeah.
But sometimes you have to take your measures.
Yeah.
Taking your
Absolutely.
measures
Yeah.
doesn't mean you just have to go out there and start shooting people or stopping people.
Yeah.
No. I don't know whether you've been following the news. Of late, the Tunisian people have been running after our black, brothers who are there, killing them. just because two Cameroonians
Yeah.
killed
Yeah.
a
A Tunisian.
Tunisian.
Absolutely.
Okay, and then these people start protesting.
Yeah.
And they are now looking all over the camps, all the hideouts for these black guys. And remember, we are all blacks.
Absolutely.
But they are looking for them and hunting them and killing them because of the brother of theirs that they killed. So at the end of the day, you know, what worth it?
Nothing.
It's just
Nothing,
crazy.
absolutely. And it has gotten to an extent where I have even seen ladies, you know, it was like day before yesterday, I was watching France 25. I was watching a documentary with, what's the name again? Is it Mark Graham Hamber, something like that? He usually does this, illegal migration documentary. Like I've seen ladies, and then for that, to make it worse, pregnant ladies that embark on this journey. So I sit and ask myself, like, I believe these people are definitely abnormal. I mean, you cannot be normal, and no matter how difficult the situation is, you cannot be pregnant at the same time embark on a journey like that. First, you put yourself at risk. Secondly, the child you are carrying. I mean, sometimes I even ask myself, are these people coming from a good family? I mean, sometimes it's not just about the things that you face, but the risk awaits you there is definitely something else. I don't know what is the reason behind women themselves, you know, embarking on this journey.
Still coming down to the same society.
Wow.
The same society. If a lady is pregnant and she didn't receive the support she needed, you know that pregnancy, that 9 months is crucial.
Absolutely.
And every lady need comfort, need care and concern at that, you know, at that period.
Yeah.
So if that is not given to me, if I felt isolated, brother, I can tell you most of these people that took this Mediterranean felt left out, felt isolated.
Yeah. Absolutely.
They say point blank, we feel left out, we feel lazy.
Yeah.
That's why I said we are not getting in contact with our own people. We are letting them suffer internally.
Yeah.
How many people are walking on the streets with internal pain?
Yeah, a lot. Countless of.
Some of them cannot even say, but if some of them vomit out what they have in them, bro, you will not be able to hold yourself for the whole day.
Absolutely.
Imagine a pregnant woman. You know, you are able to, you know, have the, you know, the courage.
Yeah.
With the child that you carry, with the pain, you know, that is on top of pregnancy.
Yeah.
All that pain,
It's really sad.
you venture into this journey. And then you have these people on the roads, you know, that will bully you, that will hit you. Some guys will even force themselves on them.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That's another contribution. Even this, I mean, these Arabs will definitely do that, because we know Arab, the number one offense that they do is, you know, they call it zina. You know, they will force themselves, they will be raping these young black, or they will even, you know, incorporate them in their houses and be using them as sex slaves. I mean, in as much as men venturing into this journey is risky, but I mean, women are more.
And I will not even encourage them to try it.
Exactly.
Because no matter what, okay, somebody out there may consider giving an opportunity to a woman and a man. I always tell them, I say, women are fragile.
Yeah.
So they need in as much care as possible.
Yeah.
You know, when we talk about, somebody said, be careful, these goods are fragile. They can easily get spoiled.
Yeah.
They can easily be polluted by the society. So if these women are not guided and pampered and taken care of, it's definitely going to be very, very difficult for them.
Absolutely.
So we will not encourage them to venture into this, you know, into this issue at all costs. But I will always come back to my point. We need to do better as a society. We need to do better as a community. We need to do better as families and friends. Let's speak out to each other. Let's talk out to each other. It's not just about discouraging them. Don't go, don't go. No. Don't tell him don't go. In as much as you are telling him don't go, provide other mechanisms for him.
Absolutely.
Bro, don't go. How about we try it this way?
Yeah.
But don't go is risky.
Yeah.
Why is it risky?
That's it.
You don't tell me. I'm a layman, I don't know. Put it up to me, it's risky. And the reason why it is risky. So that's why I said we are not doing enough. Just sensitizing or talking to somebody is not enough. You need to do more than that. Especially to stop these women from going. I saw somebody who was even carrying a child.
Wow. Damn it.
You know, the child was even less than 3 months.
God.
So eventually, she must have had the child and on the way.
Most likely.
Because sometimes you will have to wait for months before you have your boat arranged.
Yeah, sometimes an year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy.
It's really sad, to be honest. Whenever we are talking about this, I mean, no matter how strong you are, you definitely have some portion of sentiments in you, because it's really sad. Just to remind you viewers that you are watching us live from our main studios here at Sukuta, and this is your Jungle Show, and it's the radio podcast with me, Pa Usman Fall, and my guest today is Mr. Adama Jallow. I believe we are having a fruitful discussion, and people are able to learn a lot. He understands a lot when it comes to travel, and he is a very socialized person. He talks to agents. He knows what it takes. I mean, we will be able to learn a lot from him today. This is what we do. As I always say, Jungle is all about edutainment. We entertain, at the same time we educate. And if you want to be part of the program, you all know what to do. As I always say, you can follow us on all the social media platforms: YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Mr. Jallow, there is another notion that have been trending in Senegal, especially in the Gambia, that youths will always say Barca or Barcelona. Sounds funny sometimes when you mention it. People will really laugh. But I mean, and the most unfortunate part is most of them are going to Barca instead of Barcelona. So I mean, what do you think? How can we stop this?
That just shows you that they already know what awaits them there.
Yeah, and they are not even afraid.
Bro, come on, that is the the myth that the society have inculcated on us.
Yeah, honestly.
If we feel left out, eventually we will venture into things. We will not even, consider the death risks attached to it.
Absolutely, honestly.
So that's why people will just say Barca or Barcelona.
Well, Barcelona. I mean,
some family members are still yet to know the whereabouts of their family, of their sons and daughters.
Yeah.
For ages now.
Yeah.
If you ask them, where's your son? Said, he went through the back. Have you been hearing from me?
No.
For how long? 2 years now.
Is definitely sad, honestly.
So at the end of the day, that just tells you that they are going, but they know what awaits them. They are going, but they know the percentage of death. It's far more greater than the percentage of survival. But hey, they rather take up that percentage of death than to be bullied in the society, or to be left out in the society, or to be criticized.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they would rather take that.
Yeah. Honestly.
Some people are there, they are very concerned with their passionality. A single word can hurt them for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
So some people might rather go far and go and spend the rest of their life elsewhere than being insulted or being belittled. And that is what our society is good at.
Yeah.
Since everybody have a food, every 2-3 minutes I am live.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, so and so, Bara, so and so. It is.
Yeah.
That is not what we need as a country. What we need is to try and set up ways of talking to our youth, way of trying to, get inside them and get that pain out.
Yeah, honestly.
But in as long as, or in as much as they have that pain, bro, when you have pain, you fear nothing.
Yeah.
You will go to the extreme to achieve or to win that pain.
Yeah.
And that is why they come up with the myth that, or with the notion that Barca or Barca.
Yeah. That's it.
And I just hope all of them make it to Barca.
We hope so.
I
hope so.
But the chances of Barca is greater than the chances
of Barcelona. Honestly.
So we need to do better as a community to make sure we change that notion.
Yeah.
Okay? Instead of Barca to Barcelona, we just said, take a fee.
Yeah.
So make it here.
Yeah. Honestly.
Take a fee. You are there. Here.
Yeah.
In your own home. Even whereas you go and you're stranded, no one will help. Your brothers will help.
Yeah, absolutely. And it has gotten to a point, sometimes, I remember, I went to Nedi because there was some time this backway returnees, there was an institution that organized, it was more for UN project. They organized like classes whereby they will bring all the returnees and have them for like 2 weeks workshop and finance them to, start up a business. But I mean, these people, when they were having class, whenever they usually have 1 hour break. And at our office there, whenever we have break, our breaks we usually have break at the same time. So when I come out and I started, engaging some of them, discussing about some of the things they have to, encounter while they were on the way, they started explaining. Sometimes I feel like crying. But I mean, some of them will tell you, even if they have the money today, they will go back. Some of them will tell me, you see, I'm only coming here because I want to receive the money that they are going to give me for me to do business. And that very day, if I receive it on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I am going. So I'll be like, is these people normal? Because I don't have that heart, honestly. Like, people are different, but the point that you raise is really important. It's about pain. Because it is only pain, extreme pain, that can compel someone to do certain things. I mean, imagine all the things that some of them cannot even walk because of the torturing they have to, go through on the way. And they have the opportunity to come back. And still, their notion does not change. And I was thinking that perhaps maybe those that are doing projects like that don't even sensitize them enough.
Yeah, what I always say, bro, communication is one thing.
Yeah.
But getting to send the message is another thing.
It's another thing, yeah.
It's two different things. And most of the time, we misuse the two. Most of us just think that the moment we have, a workshop, a one-week workshop, or a seminar, we talk to them, that's done.
Yeah.
Was the message received? It's a concern.
Absolutely.
Was it practicalized? It's a concern. And it's you, as a program coordinator, to make a follow-up.
Yeah.
You can have a break and you are able to go back and get that thing out of them. And if they finish this, the moment they gather the money, then go.
Exactly.
What were these people
doing in there?
doing?
Yeah.
What type of sensitizations were you giving them?
Absolutely, it's a
You
question.
should not only sensitize, but discourage them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Discourage them in a sense that you are placing something that is marketable before them.
Yeah.
But without something marketable before them, they know that they are going to the same, the polluted society.
Exactly.
And the moment they reach there,
Exactly.
they receive nothing but being left out.
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, that's just the difficult part. Most of these offices, all the money. Like, I said somebody, YMCA, there was a time they put up this advert, they have these programs here and there.
Yeah.
This satellite installation here and there. So I set up one of my little ones.
Yeah.
He's a youth of mine. I've been very hard working, and very agile. This boy can do everything. But he is so obsessed with traveling. I can tell you, if that boy hold 10,000 or 20,000 or even 5,000 before, he would have ventured on the journey.
Wow.
But what I did when I saw this YMCA form, I took the form. I filled the form online and sent it to them.
Wow.
I put him to go for the satellite installation.
Wow.
When they asked the question, did he travel? Have you ever ventured on the journey? I knew that if I said no, it must have been difficult.
Yeah.
But I already know, saying no, I am exposing this boy more because he's going to venture at all costs.
Yeah.
And my target was to make sure he did not venture. So I have to get him something marketable.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I said, yes, he ventured in the journey and came back.
Wow.
Then with that, he was considered.
Wow.
And then he started doing the class. See what happened? He started doing the classes, going out on practical and start sending me pictures. I said, wow, this guy is now catching up.
Yeah.
He's no more texting and talking about the bar.
Yeah. The mentality is changing.
So
Yeah.
he went to an extent. He would say, bro, we will just sit and drink it. I'll call him and say, you come and do this for me. He was like, no, I have a work to do. I have a satellite to install or to fix, and they will pay me nothing less than 1,800.
Wow.
So a day, if you are able to have 3 satellites to install,
Yeah.
so if everybody is doing that, if I am able to do that and get that boy out of that notion,
Absolutely.
every other person, especially those that the UN are pumping huge millions and millions to help these backways, should be able to do it.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
And with
Honestly.
that initiative with YMCA, I have to give them, 100% thumbs up.
Yeah.
That was a good initiative. This boy is not talking about, and then after their program, each of them will be given a whole briefcase where all the materials of satellite is there.
Right.
I sat down with this boy in my room. I interrogated him. He was telling me, change your cable, don't use this, buy this, and you have all the football channels you want. I can see that somebody who was always talking about backway is now talking about satellite.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And he is like, it's just 3 months. And when I have an extra 3 months, if they bring out the other project, I will continue.
Awesome.
That guy is now making, let's say the list, 1,800 every day.
Every day.
Because with this rainy season, satellites are always going down.
Yeah.
And every 2-3 minutes, now I am working on getting him a flight and posting on media.
And media.
So why not the others who are being paid
Exactly.
to talk to these returnees?
Exactly.
Or to talk to the youths. That's why I said communication is one thing.
Yeah.
But getting the message passed
It's
is
another thing. Yeah, very important. And that's
that
the
is
most
why
important
so much
part.
of this institution are paralyzed.
Yeah.
So it's just we just need to work on ourselves before going to meet these people.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I could remember during my primary school, grade 6,
Yeah.
I was sent on a sensitization at the village called is it Kaimo? It was in Fonye.
Okay.
I was in primary 6.
Wow.
Okay? I was in Pierhead sort of. We went there to sensitize them. It was just closer to the border. You're standing at their primary school, you're seeing the border.
It's in the border. Wow.
To customers.
Oh.
Sometimes they even say the rebel comes and, dine with them
Dine with
and
them.
do everything with them.
Wow.
I went there, I was serving as a questionnaire because we were divided, we divide our role.
Oh, okay.
So I served as a questionnaire. But we invited the community members as well,
Wow.
with the students. I have never had a fruitful discussion than this in my entire life.
Wow.
Because I believe that day, I was not a speaker, I was just a questionnaire.
Okay.
But with the questions that were thrown, how I answered the question, how I passed the message, I was able to convince 1/3 of that population that was there.
Congrats. Awesome. Great.
So we need to work more on ourselves on how we go about talking to people.
Yeah.
You don't just come and then send the message that is on a projector. Why do we even have to use a projector?
Absolutely. I mean, when we can do
Why do
it
you
physically.
need to use a computer or A4 paper or a pen? No, it always needs to be if you know what you're doing. It
Yeah.
has to be within you for you to channel it out to people.
Yeah.
And the moment you channel it out, people will keep talking.
Yeah.
If that boy is now earning 1,800 daily, imagine how much he can earn a whole year.
Yeah. Honestly.
1,300 times
Yeah.
365 days.
365 is a huge amount of money. A huge amount of money.
And he is growing daily.
That's it.
He's not
That's it.
talking about the bad way. He's not talking about any negative.
Yeah. To be
He's now
honest.
focused. If I should call him right now, he will tell me I'm out fixing the satellite.
I mean, you did not just change the life of the boy, but you changed the life of his family as well. Because who knows what could have happened if he was to venture in this, risky journey.
Great.
It's something else. And even if he was to make it before he will, start earning even $1,000 is in, it's going to be something else. You'll be in the camp and and these are young boys that will definitely,
I'm telling you, this guy is less than 15 years old.
I mean, just look at that.
I'm telling you, this guy is less than 15 years old.
Just look at
And he
that.
have close associates who have all went through this back way. And thank God they made it. So but those people's fate and your fate is different.
It's different.
Their destiny and
Yeah.
your destiny is different.
Always different.
Those people were meant to use that channel to reach their dream. You are not meant to use that channel. That's
Yeah.
why you're still here. But
Absolutely.
today, when those people come, he will not envy them.
Yeah.
If they pull out, he will pull
He will
out.
pull out. Yeah. Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
and then who knows, this satellite installation, they might even have a project and send him to Norway or any other country.
Absolutely. That's it. That's it. The way we perceive traveling in the Gambia and how traveling is very different. It's very
You don't know it
different.
until you start traveling. You
Yeah.
realize that traveling is just like going to the shop and buying bread. You just
Honestly.
need to have your first experience.
Yeah.
After that, it doesn't bother you. It
Yeah.
doesn't come to your mind.
Yeah, you normalize everything.
But the notion
Yeah.
is before it happened.
Absolutely.
Before you embark on the first journey, it's a problem.
It's a problem,
But the
yeah.
first time you did it, man, come on.
Yeah.
You have people that are flying on a weekly basis, attending seminars,
Yeah.
attending workshops, attending so many programs.
Yeah, honestly. It's
So
something
that
else.
is it. What that program you are doing, you might underrate today, might be the program that can send you out.
Yeah, honestly. That's
I
it.
saw a tailor because of his agility and being able to create things. He was taken here and all the way, was it Denmark or Iceland?
Wow. I mean, any of those countries.
And he was taken there purposely to be a tailor of one of the biggest hierarchies there. A tailor with no qualification. All you know is just to sit on the
Do some
machine.
machine and then do your own,
Do your own thing. So if that is able to take that guy out, let's work on our skills and hold them.
Yeah.
I'm that person, I don't discourage people. But I'll also tell you, there are risks that are attached to it. And
Yeah.
the risks are far more better than the beneficial.
And talking about skills as well, Mr. Jallo, it's really important because even if you are on the internet screaming this job opportunity. Most of the job lists that you see are all skills.
Exactly.
So if you are a skilled worker, you will stand a better chance even if you travel.
As I am speaking to you, I envy that boy. And I also regret why only sending him to that satellite installation program and not myself. as
Yourself.
well. I wish I was there.
Honestly.
I
Yeah.
wish I was there. Because I need that skill.
Yeah.
And even if it is not here, if I should leave this country and go elsewhere, that skill will be marketable and it will be useful.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a fact.
So that's just it. We just
Yeah.
need to work more, on ourselves. Work on skills. I always encourage people, even if you're a millionaire, make sure you have a skill attached to that.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know whether you know it, but paper and pen will soon vanish.
Absolutely.
It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
People are now more focused on this technology. A job that was carried away or that will need 100 people now needs only one.
Yeah.
That's just the computer.
Yeah.
If the computer was not around, today you would have 4 people trying to jot down the minutes or trying to write down what I'm saying. But today with this, you're
Yeah.
getting everything.
Everything. Yeah.
So
Honestly.
what can do that is only skills
Yeah.
and technology. So one need to be very, very careful.
Careful,
with
yeah.
skill. Being it welding, you just weld a gate, you earn nothing less than 20,000.
Absolutely. And it's
When I was checking our kid, how much do I spend there?
Yeah.
More than $24,000.
Wow.
And
Honestly.
imagine if you are having that on a weekly basis or on a monthly basis.
Yeah. You are good to go.
So it's not bad.
Yeah. Honestly.
And that's why even my little brother, as long as he is going to school, grade 7, with all his intelligence, when I realized that he has passion for skills, we bought him a welding machine.
Wow.
It's at home.
Great.
We bought him a welding machine. Any little damage at home, he welds it.
Wow.
And now he is an expert in what he does.
That's it. That's it.
Because he has, so we are helping him.
Yeah.
Whereas the academic is good, but he's now having a surplus somewhere.
Yeah.
Now he goes to school, come back, and even go to some, wedding, workshops and help. At that tender age, if that boy grow up with that passion, he can do a lot.
A lot. A whole lot of them. Within and even outside the country.
Yeah.
That's it. It's all about having that skills. And I wish, everybody that is watching us live and everybody that will watch this, interview later should, take you as a reference. Sometimes we have to do certain things at the initial stage. When you are able to, observe what that little brother of yours want, and you realize that, okay, if I get him this, this is going to be the outcome. You see, sometimes it's about that. Interact with them, know what they want, know what is their problem, and you will have them dancing your own tune.
Definitely.
So these are some of the things that are lacking in most of our homes, which we need to take into serious consideration as parents, as elders, as family members. And I can remember I was passing around, was it Kirsiring? And I saw these, tents. I was like, wow, what happened here? They said there were 2 boys that went to the back way and all of them died. And all of them are from that very home. They are brothers. And I was like, okay, is today the burial? He said, which burial? How can you bury someone that you have not even seen? I have to stood there for some time, to make sure that because it was so shocking and sad to an extent that I did not even know what to say. I was just looking at the person, narrating this story to me. How does it feel to be a parent and you lost both your sons on the same day, on the same occasion, and you cannot even see their bodies to bury them properly?
I think that's the most difficult thing a parent will go through. Getting to have your own son or daughter,
Yeah,
and then they pass away, and you cannot even have access to their body.
it's sad. Honestly,
It's
it's
really
sad.
sad.
If a parent is not strong, it won't.
It damage emotionally.
Yeah,
yes.
emotional.
You will be traumatized.
Yeah, honestly, to be honest, it's something else.
That's why we need to adjust the status of our society.
Yeah, honestly.
Our society, we don't hesitate to spoil one another, to blame one another,
Yeah.
to accuse one another. We don't hesitate to lose patience on one another.
Yeah, honestly.
Somebody and even come to you, do a little thing for him, he'll make one mistake, boom, you take on him because of that.
Yeah, honestly.
If that happened, you are discouraging that person. If that happens, you are encouraging that person to go and venture.
Yeah.
That's why one need to be very, very careful. It's not just about these people venturing, but the people also that participated in making life so miserable for them down here to an extent that they have to take that journey.
Yeah.
You know, some people will say, you know, lulu ñoom la ne.
Yeah. Honestly.
Bro, nobody will wake up overnight or in the morning
Yeah.
and say, I am going to kill myself.
Yeah.
Or will you?
No, impossible. Impossible. Yeah.
So it's just like that is the same scenario. You're going to that back way,
Yeah.
you know that death, the percentage of dying there is higher than the percentage of surviving.
Yeah.
But yet still you venture into that. Because you're sick and tired of the environment. And what we should do, we should stop hiding behind our screens and all of that,
Yeah.
and just sitting and being so-called people or introverts trying to sensitize people, saying that we are doing our quota while you are pocketing millions. No.
Absolutely.
Get out there and interact with them.
Yeah.
The moment you interact, you get to know.
You got to know. Yeah. Absolutely.
I always love it when I go out, I see things. One thing about it, just 2 days ago, I was around Latikunda.
Okay.
This driver nearly hit this guy, and the guy was not concentrated. You know, we all yelled, hey! And the driver was, you know, also touched the horn. But all that, this guy didn't realize it.
Allahu Akbar.
And later somebody had to go and pull his shirt. Said, brother, you want to kill yourself? And you know what this guy said? Bro, fike, you know, there's a moment in
Allahu Akbar.
And I later realized somebody was in the taxi. The taxi we just got off, he said, la try and you baby, he didn't end up making it.
Allahu Akbar. That's it.
So imagine if that person don't have somebody to talk to as soon as possible.
So, honestly.
If you don't have the money to venture in this journey again, you might end up committing suicide.
Suicide. Yeah. I mean.
So what are we doing as a society? What are we doing?
Really sad.
Most of us, people like me, we hardly hold radio and listen.
Yeah.
We hardly follow certain social medias because we believe they are polluted.
Yeah.
If I get there, I'll be polluted. So I have to stay away. I have to keep my distance. But how can I know? It's talking to people, reaching out on them. But the moment we want to hide behind these gadgets and claim this so-called title of, I am the one talking to them, I am the one doing this, we are claiming for titles.
Yeah.
And of forgetting that our brother needs people who are claiming for more than title, but they need life saviors. In as much as we don't graduate from that mentality, we will continue to lose our brothers, our friends, you know, our sons, our daughters, for no reason.
And it's really sad.
Very, very
really
sad.
sad. Mr. Jallo, I will take you a little bit out of the primary discussion. And we've seen, I mean, you've been doing a whole lot of things for different people. I know you are not a big fan of, you know, talking about this on the media, and I know you have been doing a whole lot of, you know, good stuff. You are a Samaritan, you are a philanthropist. I mean, I'm an eyewitness to many and others as well. Many people can attest to this, and many of these social medias are trying to have this interview with you to ask you about how are you able to do this, how are you able to help people. Recently, we've seen a girl that you've helped, a girl who was a classmate, a girl who was, I mean, blind for many years, and then, you know, you came out with your friends, you know, you encouraged them, and then thank God now the girl is about to go to Liberia to do an eye surgery, and may Allah, you know, make this surgery successful, and she will be able to recover her sight back. I mean, you have been doing a whole lot of good things. And as much as here in the Gambia, if a person does a single good to his or her fellow person, they prefer the media to come and talk to them, and they will brag. You don't brag. You don't even tell a friend that I have done this for this person. You know, what is the inspiration behind that? Why are you like this? To be honest, I always tell friends that I have never seen a person that is as good as you. I have never seen a person that is as considerate as you. I have never seen a person that is as, you know, as conservative as you. In as much as, you know, you are from the same society, but you have the different sense of humor, different sense of reasoning. What is behind this, Mr. Jallo?
Yeah, I always say, giving back. I believe in the fact that we need to give back. And it's not money that we need to give back only. Sometimes words can mean a lot to somebody.
Yeah.
Sometimes, a single dollar can mean a lot to somebody.
Yeah.
But I always tell people, if God is able to give me the strength and with a little bit of resources
Yeah.
to sustain myself and to help others, I will do it to the extreme.
Honestly.
I could recall around 2019 or 18. By then I was in Santiago Primary. The administration can vividly attest to that.
Yeah.
I and my colleagues, who are also doing very well because we all inspired each other, we set up a foundation, we call it the Pro Young Learners, because it's in support of young learners. Now, due to our engagement, and we are all working because we are all ambitious, and then we are not meeting regularly, but we all have the same mindset. So we set it up as a group and said, let's introduce it in our school and see how best we can help these students. First, the belief was just to help them to read or write, and to speak, public speaking and so on. Then we started. I said, okay, let's introduce. So when we started it at school, we went by it, we were on it. With that foundation, God be my witness. Not a single soul. Not a single put from anybody, from government, from school admin, from anybody. I picked up 15 students. And these 15 students, they finished their grade 6, primary 6. I said, I am taking it, your responsibilities on my shoulder until you finish school.
Wow, mashallah.
Yes, in some school we don't have school fees, but you still have some charges.
Yes, stationery books,
And
uniform,
other stuff, uniform and other stuff.
Mhm.
Lunch and even school textbooks and exercise books are on my shoulders. I
Mashallah.
pick these 15 students, I take them to St. Teresa's. And I was told their results does not matter. They need to go for a trial exam. But I was optimistic because I know all these kids are perfect.
No.
They are well nurtured. I said, okay, no problem. I paid for their study fees. They started their study fees.
Oh.
The form of the exams came out. I went and bought the form and then filled it for them, submitted. The pass mark was 400. All 15 of them were above 300.
Mashallah. Great.
The highest was 390.
Wow. Awesome.
Then the St. Teresa's admin, that was when they started recognizing me and said, your kids.
Wow.
When school opened, I could recall there was this fateful day. Students even thought that I was donating books for free. Because I went to Prime, around the American Embassy, and bought these cartons of exercise
books, yeah.
And because they were already in school, so I was just busy during the weekend, I could not get the books. So I said, go to school, I'll meet you there.
Okay.
So I went and bought this exercise books, and textbook and all that. I called them, they came outside, give you a textbook, a packet of exercise book, your set box, okay, all the stationaries that you need.
Wow.
And we had a package for them for lunch.
Oh. Mashallah.
And I am talking to you, by then I was a teacher who was earning a basic salary of less than 3,400 dollars.
I mean,
15 students were on my shoulders.
wow.
But I always believe in something. If I give out, it will always come, no matter what.
Yeah.
And bro, we have nobody other than ourselves. If we keep doing that for each other, those 15 kids tomorrow will do the same thing for somebody else. Then the mindset of the environment will be changed.
Absolutely.
Because they know why I'm doing that for them. So they're going to have the same mindset as I am.
Yeah.
So you're going to have 15 of me in the next 3 or 4 years to come. Then now, that type of facility is now expanded.
Yeah.
Then we will now try to take away all the negative mindset in the community.
Awesome.
When their grade 9 results came, they were all between aggregate 13 to aggregate 8.
Mashallah. Great.
Today, as I'm speaking to all of them are in Nusrat.
Wow.
All 15 of them are in Nusrat.
Awesome. Awesome.
And I don't need. There was this parent that called and said, we cannot thank you. I cut off the phone. I was busy, though later I called. I said, please do me a favor. Do not call and say thank you.
Yeah.
Just encourage your children to learn. Done. We don't have to seek for recognition.
Yeah.
And I always say this. I have my clear reference. The first time I invited Jay Sonko of called QTV, to come and talk to my kids about public speaking.
Yeah.
When I spoke to her, she came. I fueled her vehicle. She came up to Buyam. I took them all the way to Buyam Lodge. I ran the lodge 8-9 hours paying each. I think I paid almost about 16,000 for the 4 nights we are going to spend there. Okay, and then we divide the rooms for boys and girls. And Jay came. When Jay's uncle came and said, "Wow, who is behind this?" We said, "Nobody, ourselves." How were you able to do this? I said, "Well, with the help of God, we are trying." Said, "I need to give you a cut on my program so that you can come and say this." I said, "No, we don't need a cut to do better.
Yeah.
We don't need a program to do better. We can do better without a program. And we will continue to do that no matter what. If anybody wish, you can pick your phone and ask Jay."
Interesting.
We still reach out. When the results came out, I sent it to her. I said, "Well, I tried, but you also have an impact on
Yeah.
it." Because that day when you were given, because I remember when I on the projector, I said, "Jay, now you just connect your laptop and use the projector." He said, "No.
Yeah.
These people are students, they don't need projector, they don't need public, they don't need any technology. All they need is a message being passed through them clearly."
Clearly. Absolutely.
And she inspired that.
Yeah.
There is one of them who is in UK right now. Anytime I spoke to the person will be like, "How is Jason? Where is she?"
Yeah.
She also played a part. We don't just stop there. We have people. We invest on football teams.
Yeah.
You know, even coming back to this issue of the backway, I can remember there was this time I took some of my guys to Senegal to go and experience and play football. And for the records, I was not financed by anybody.
Yeah.
A parent called and said, the parent was not sure if the child was going to Senegal to play football, and the parents was like, "We'll forward the backway again." No, like I remember that first time I had to put my neck on the line for all the boys.
Wow.
I had to be on my A game to convince their parents, because by then the backway was at its peak.
Yeah.
People are going day and night.
Day and night. Wow. God.
So I had to convince parents.
Wow. Honestly.
We went and came back successfully. We went again.
Wow.
And to places where are we doing this? We need people to understand
Yeah.
the society cannot just bring them down.
Yeah.
And this going out is going to bring exposure, experience, and all that.
Yeah. Honestly.
All these things will discourage this illegal migration.
Yeah.
Mobilize the youth, have session with them, have football with them. That's what they desire. Take them out to other countries to football.
Yeah.
Invest in them. Give them things.
Engagement.
Engage them.
Yeah.
They will definitely forget about the illegal migration and stick around.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But sometimes we are not fair.
It's
to
really sad.
ourselves. We're
Yeah.
just not.
They are not engaged. They are just, left like that. So that's why they believe that the only remedy to their predicament is to travel. I mean, this is really sad. Well, Sajala, it was a fruitful discussion, and then it's really nice. We've learned a lot. I myself have learned a lot, and then this is it. I knew that today was going to be an educative day, and definitely, and then you really give the society what they wanted to hear, and I believe, parents are motivated, youths are motivated. Even I myself that is sitting here with you today, I've learned a lot, and I am definitely motivated. Thank you for gracing this occasion. But, what are your concluding remarks?
Yeah, just to say thank you to you for tracking me all the way down here, for making me do something that I never want to do.
Absolutely.
I don't think this will repeat itself again. When I was coming along the way, I was like, "Oh God, what's going to happen to me?" I didn't just feel like being within this.
Yeah, I know.
I am okay with everything that's going on, but I don't need all this just to do it. But I am just saying to you people who are behind the media, we need you people to also go out there.
Yeah.
Don't just stop behind the mics. Don't just stop behind the frequencies.
Yeah.
Go out there. Let them understand what is going on. Get to have the first-hand information.
Yeah.
Interact with them.
Yeah.
Understand them. And get the facts and come out and talk to people.
Yeah.
In this way you can help.
Absolutely.
But why is the number of people that interact with radio now dropping? Because so many of us believe it's trash. People are no more talking what we want to hear.
Absolutely. Very true.
When you come, you want to sell your agenda. You want to be fair. You want to show us who you are.
Yeah.
The society needs better than ego, it needs something bigger than self, you know, positioning or whatsoever.
Yeah, yeah.
So my final words to the youth, we have a long future ahead of us. Let's try and sharpen our future first
Yeah.
and see what it holds for us. If there is any opportunity we can make it here,
Yeah.
let's try. If there's no opportunity that we can make it here, we cannot make it here, let's try to use the right procedure.
Yeah.
We have some study programs, try a luck.
Yeah.
Some countries are there, when you apply for study program, you will not be rejected. You have
Absolutely.
100% guarantee that you will have it.
Yeah.
So let's try it that way. Because even whereas you get there, you need time to settle down. That time, you need a family to feed.
Yeah. Honestly.
You need to pay medical bill for your mom, for
Yeah.
your dad, because you are leaving the old age behind. We don't want you to get there and start sending those pictures, coming back, polluting the young ones.
Yeah.
Hey, Tarane Kuchiyon, we know. We want you guys also to reach out to all those people.
Yeah.
Let's go outside, let's interact.
Yeah.
Let's talk to these people, let's make them realize that, hey, you know, the hectic economy
Yeah.
is not the end of the world. We can rebuild and rebrand.
Yeah.
I always see Gambia, I always tell people, I see Gambia as a guiding star
It is indeed.
with so many, you know, blissful natural resources and things.
Honestly.
We can do so many things
Yeah.
on our own. I could recall there was this time I was crossing Makati, headed to Wasu.
Yeah.
So there was this white lady that was standing beside me, and then the lady, when we went, and the tour guide told her that
Yeah.
this water does not have water, it does not have salt.
It was,
The lady couldn't believe it.
couldn't believe it.
She said, why are these people living here? All these people should be vacated with immediate effect. Turn the whole land into a farmland. Bring pumping machine, you know, and then, you know, pump the water
Yeah.
to the fields.
To the fields,
And then you have your rice and all other
All of us. And it brings millions of, dollars.
It brings employment. Now, if that happens, we are cutting this cost of rice. How much do you spend on rice?
Too much.
Big homes, we use 2 bags of rice every month.
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
Really.
And even with the hectic economy, our brothers out there, they're feeling it. So we can do better as a community.
Yeah.
And I keep repeating, this society has an important role to play in whatever decision we make. If I am happy to sit with you and drink attire
Yeah.
or to exchange conversation words with you, it's because the society is doing good.
Yeah.
It's the society is open. If I am locked up and decide to be an introvert, to stay away from the environment, the society, then it is polluted.
Yeah.
And I'd rather be an introvert than being in a polluted environment.
To be honest.
Today you will be fighting, instead of stopping you from fighting, I will take my phone off. And then after poop TikTok,
Yeah.
we are in haste to see people downfall. All these things are things that push these boys to go through the parkway. I swear it, bro. I talk to them.
Absolutely. Honestly.
Sometimes
that's
their own parents cost them. Tell them don't take it there and you know that.
Yeah.
They will go.
To prove them wrong. Yeah.
So at all costs, the society, until the media, until the parents, until the friends, until the college, we can do better to stop this illegal migration. Thank you so very much for having me. I really appreciate the time that I have spent here, and just encouraging you guys to keep up the good work.